cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in here to the BootieScoot Racing channel. The dual races are in the book. We've crowned our two winners. Sean Williams brings home dual race number 2. Chase Johnson brings home dual race number 1. We are moments away from the main event here. These guys are getting ready to dial up these race cars. Get ready to get set after some wild dual races here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. We'll take a moment here for the national anthem here as we ask you to rise and stand and take off your hats as we support the troops as you're able to. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. We're moments away from the main event. 80 laps here in the BootieScoot 200, the annual kickoff race here for the Madness Racing League at the Daytona International Raceway. You don't want to miss a damn thing. Make sure you press that like button, press that follow button as these guys are getting ready to start loading into the grid for tonight's driver's introduction. We'll go ahead and cut the music down just a tad bit here and get ready to get things fired up here. But first, we have to pay the bills on the BootieScoot Racing channel, per usual, as always. And first, ladies and gentlemen, we want to like to thank the Xfinity Series. Like to present Bag Wheel Power, bringing you everything small engine care, auto, hydro, you name it, they got it. Go see Bag Wheel Power today to get you all the great racing needs you need to go along with your auto parts and cares. The Madness Racing League Xfinity presented by the Home Run Cafe. You just check out the Home Run Cafe dual races. You can check them out on the full YouTube page, on the BootieScoot Racing page on YouTube. Go give us a like, go give us a follow, go give us a subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to kick it off here. We got one more sponsor to pay the bills here. The Xfinity Series presented by Pop's Porch Bed Swings, custom-made porch bed swings, 864-978-1913, or see Pop's Porch Bed Swings on the Facebook Marketplace page. Kick it down here, down on the BootieScoot Racing channel. They're tuning their cars up. Everybody's loading in here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Can you believe it? It's already season 2. We're getting ready to kick things off here for 80 laps, set for overtime if we need them. The BootieScoot 200 presented right here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. We'll let things shake out here. We'll jump to the front of the field, starting number 1 tonight. Driving the number 5 Kubota machine. He won dual race number 1. It's going to be Showtime Chase Johnson. Sean Williams in the outside High Rock number 43 machine put a move on the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. to win dual race number 2. He'll shake out P2 here to start the night. Terry Hughes Jr. come really close there in his dual race. He's got that car locked down. He asked his crew chief for an adjustment, said he wanted to be a little bit tighter, feel a little comfortable through the corner. They rise to bank it behind Peter, the pace car. He'll shake out. Looks like it's going to be the fourth place spot here on the outside. And the third place spot is going to go to the boogeyman of John Michael Bryant from Greer, South Carolina, the 29-year-old. Your mom's favorite driver, looking to make something shake here at the Daytona International Raceway. Last year's Daytona winner, looking to make something shake, blowing underneath the sun here. Behind him will be the number 47, starting in the 5th place spot of Poncho Rayman McDowell from Greenville, South Carolina. The bright green and black Madness Racing League Poncho's team. 47 Chevy Camaro, looks bad fast here in this dual race. Looks bad fast here. Looks beautiful underneath the sun. Going to be starting on the outside of him. Well, looks like they've got themselves out of control here. Finally, they're like to pull up how they want to go. But Alfonso Claudio and the number 85 Adult Swim Toyota Supra from KA, Puerto Rico, will shake out. Looks like it's going to be the 6th place spot here with Blake Hochschild on the White Knuckle Racing Toyota Supra from Gold Canyon, Arizona. The 25-year-old will come to Daytona looking to score his first Madness Racing League victory. Nick Crawford from Buchanan, West Virginia. If it weren't for large cars, the left lane would rust, and if that is not a fact, I don't know what is. Got through the wreck there, finished third in his dual race. We're going to make something shake here at Daytona. Carter Jackson and the number 15 Napa Auto Parts machine coming to Daytona here tonight. He'll round out the 10th place spot here on the outside. And on the inside of him from Lexington, South Carolina, he will have the number 22 from Cobb Jr. Bobby Reynolds from the Frillis, or Zephyr Hills, Zafira Hills, sorry if I mispronounced it, driving the number 45 Oreo machine, looking to make sure he can double stuff his way to the front here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Back since first time in a long time, driving the number 82 Racers for Christ Chevy Camaro from Porto Alegre, Brazil. That's going to be Klaus Braun. Started behind him, driving the number 56 Rock and Roll Racing machine from Oklahoma, Florida. That's going to be Joel Stetson. Everett Larson from Virginia is going to round out. Looks like it's going to be the 14th place spot here on the outside, and the number 01 Food City Ford Mustang. James Fountain, the number 69 Red Bull Chevy Camaro, coming down the back straightaway, ready to rip through the gears here at the Daytona International Speedway. Stanley Turner Jr. from Rising Sun, Indiana, will bring the number 5 Camaro here to the Daytona International Raceway. Look to make something shake here in the high banks. Got to make sure he locks himself in here. His first ever Madness Racing League is getting ready to take off here in a moment. Tony Cook in the number 33 Home Run Cafe machine made a bold move in his dual race, went around here, but clearly you guys have shaked out here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Dallas Knox in the number 14 Taco Bell Mountain Dew Toyota Supra from Farmington, Delaware. It's going to shake out. Looks like the 20th place spot here on the top side, and on the inside of him, starting the 21st spot will be, 19th place spot will be the Maverick 390 from B-Town, Indiana, driving the Triple Deuce, orange and green and purple Chevy Camaro. Jerry Powers the second here from Park Ridge, New Jersey, making his first Madness Racing League appearance here, on the BootieScoot Racing channel. He's going to shake out the 20th place spot from Park Ridge, New Jersey. Kevin Tanko is driving the number 4 from Hawthorne, New Jersey. The 20-year-old will come here to the Daytona International Speedway, multiple-time winner last year, made the playoff championship race, looking to score the victory tonight. Starting on the outside of him will be the number 02 Maynard Motors machine of Nicholas Maynard, right there on the outside. The super speedway expert, 171 official iRacing wins. The 22-year-old looking to make something shake. Travo Wall from Pelzer, South Carolina, the Hurricanes, number 7 Ford Mustang, looking to shake, rattle, or roll. He'll round out the 24th place spot on the outside. Jonathan Smith will get the 23rd place spot from Goldsboro, North Carolina on the inside, driving the number 13 Premier setup engine for Chevy Camaro. Thomas McLaughlin looking to make his BootieScoot Racing debut here, the number 13 Gravedigger Ford Mustang from Georgia, the BU2 in the U.S. Navy. We appreciate his service. Thomas McLaughlin looking to pick up the victory here tonight in the BootieScoot 200. Paul Wolf driving the number 24 HidgetCars.com. A brutal shot here to go to the backup car. After the door race wreck here, and rounding out the tail end of the field, driving the number 26 Ford Mustang from Troy, Alabama, the brother of Terry Hughes Jr. Big shot to him as well in the door race. He'll round out the tail end shotgun field here. Chase Johnson wins his door race along with Sean Williams. They'll be the two starting up front here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Get ready to lead you here to the first laps ever for the BootieScoot 200 for Season 2 for the Madness Racing League. We'll fix the ticker up at the top. You give us a damn moment, and you best believe it. Climbing the bankings here. Can you believe it? Already Season 2, tons of new guys, tons of faces. 26 guys, it looks like, ready to start. 29 guys ready to shake out the Madness Racing League here at the Daytona International Raceway. There's not a fan here sitting on their seat. Everybody stand up, clap your hands, stomp your feet. We know your mom is. She's looking down at the number 23 of John Michael Bryant. Bringing him through the Geico restart zone. Get ready to fire off. Peter the pace car hangs to left on the pit road. Chase Johnson will lead them here. Green flag is in the air for the BootieScoot 200. Trouble there from James Fountain down on the bottom side of the racetrack. We were trying to let these guys get up here. We'll keep an eye on James Fountain. He's battling some handling conditions. He's got it parked here, trying to get it back around. Meanwhile, these guys are battling out back straight away. Here comes the lights on lap 1. Can you believe it? It's going to be an epic night of racing here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Climbing the bacon into turn 3 for the first time. Chase Johnson on the bottom side. Sean Williams on the top side through turns 3 and 4. Poncho McDowell all over the asset. He's looking for the race lead early here in Daytona. Who's going to lead lap 1 in the BootieScoot 200? It's going to belong to Sean Williams and the 43 High Rock Pocket Machine. Let's get things shaking and baking, or we say scooting and booting on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Nick Crawford of the number 48 machine. He's on the top side. Looks like 6 cars on the top. The rest are on the bottom, trying to trail hard and get up the gap. Down the back straightaway, the number 22 of Juan Cobbs Jr. trying to get the suck up from Klaus Brahm, and the number 82, Racers for Christ, Chevy Camaro. Tons of Chevy bow ties in the field tonight. Everett Larson's got the number 56 of George Stetson all over the back of him. It's Chase Johnson in the lead off turn 3. Into turn 4 now. Coming into completion of lap number 2. Chase Johnson in full control. Poncho McDowell puts it all over the asset. Yum, 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 yum. Ripping and raving here through the BootieScoot Racing channels, BootieScoot 200. We are at max speed, you best believe it. The number 14 of Dallas knocks in a Taco Bell. Toyota Supra runs to the top side of the wall. That's the number 45 of Bobby Reynolds here. He'll fall in line. He'll have Everett Larson trailing over the back bumper. They'll go down the back straightaway. Poncho McDowell loose up here in the front. It's going to be Everett Larson door to door with George Stetson down the back straightaway. Klaus Brahm will get the shot for the number 56. We're riding on board with the number 01 of Everett Larson and the number Food City Machine as he goes down to make the bottom side pass here. He'll pull it to behind the number 29 White Knuckle Racing Machine of Blake Hochschild. They'll sail off turn 4. Chase Johnson, the race leader, lap 3. Coming to lap 3. We're working lap 3. Coming to lap 4. Excuse me, in the BootieScoot 200. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you press that like button. Press that follow button so you don't miss a thing here. Full races on the YouTube page at the BootieScoot Racing. Yum, 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 yum. These guys are giving it everything they got. Sean Williams on the top side. The 2-2 winners continue to hold the front spots. Carter Jackson behind Nick Crawford of the number 48. Alfonso Claudio in the third place on the bottom side. Terry Hughes Jr. with a big shot to the number 43. Everett Larson, the 14-year-old, gets down on the bottom side of the apron there. He'll shake himself up here. Comes all the way from Virginia here to bring the number 01 Food City Ford Mustang down the Daytona to rip the high banks. The 14-year-old's got experience in a real race car as they come through the Geico restart zone. Chase Johnson, Sean Williams on it all. As they head through the Geico restart zone, get ready to climb the bacon into turns 1. It's going to be Johnson on the bottom side as the race leader, with Poncho McDowell, the number 47, pushing all over the ass end. Sean Williams going to lead the outside line, trying to get connected with the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. They'll sell off turn 2, down the back straightaway. Dallas Fox charging on. Everett Larson just turned the fastest lap of the race that last time around by about 4/10 here, affecting the draft here big time. The number 01 of Everett Larson working through the field. Meanwhile, the number 22 of Juan Cox Jr. from Lexington, South Carolina has got that Ford Mustang scooting and moving on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Klaus Bromwell, the number 82 Chevy Camaro, got up to the front in his dual race, started leading some laps here, got split 3 wide down the middle, and eventually got caught in an accident. He's working his way through the draft here. He's currently running in the 12th place spot on the top side of the racetrack. Off of turn 2, Chase Johnson still leads him. Terry Hughes Jr. scrapes the wall down the back straightaway. 29 guys pile in here tonight for the Madness Racing League Season 2 kickoff race for the BootieScoot 200, the annual race here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, and they are climbing the high banks. Yet to have a caution, could you believe it? 6 laps are working, 6 laps here. Chase Johnson loses the race lead. Big contact here. Carter Jackson will jinx it. The caution flag comes out. Big shot here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Wow, another shot there for the number 79. We will back that ass up here on the BootieScoot Racing channel for an instant replay to take a look and see exactly what happened. Tons of guys involved here. Holy cow, as soon as we say something about the caution flag, could you believe it? It breaks mayhem through right in front of us here. We'll back it up a little bit more, see if we just can't really pick out what happened here. Tons of guys are jumping in and out here up front of the race lead. Carter Jackson just gets tagged by the number 85 of Alfonso Claudio. Sends them up the racetrack. Big hits here for tons of these guys. Big shot there for the number 45 Oreo Machine. John Michael Bryan able to skate his way through. Corey Tedder travel wall. John Michael Bryan as well. Big shots here for a lot of these guys on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Everett Larson tore up. Nicholas Maynard involved. Bobby Reynolds involved. We'll back that ass up one more time. See if we can't get an onboard shot with one of these guys. We'll ride on board with the number 45 of Bobby Reynolds. And the number 45 Oreo's Machine, as he took a hell of a lick there. So riding here through the Daytona Speedway, it just gets loose, gets clipped, trying to avoid the wreck here in the outside wall. Big shot there for Bobby Reynolds, and he'll just spin and spin and spin for days here. Parking lot on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Big shot for Holden Wheeler. These guys continue to get things figured out, get straight here. We'll take a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like Sean Williams, Resser, the race leader here at the Daytona International Speedway. Caution flag strikes on lap 7. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go nowhere.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the new song. You cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough as... got tracks and some music that you never guess. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm prey to that. Oh.
Bang! Back here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, disaster has just struck here at the Daytona International Raceway. Tons of guys are coming down pit road to get fixed up here. One fast repair on the BootieScoot Racing channel in the Madness Racing League at the Super Speedways. These guys are going to have to use their repairs widely. I would imagine a lot of these guys coming out here not even involved, getting gas only. Here comes the Boogeyman, your mom's favorite driver here. We continue to bring all the action here from the BootieScoot 200, the annual race for the Madness Racing Leagues. These guys come off pit road like it's going to be track positions for a lot of these guys. Terry Hughes Jr. is going to be the race leader. Terry Hughes Jr. been bad fast here all night long. With bad fast in his dual race, Corey Tesner is going to get the outside of him. He pushed his Showtime Chase Johnson racing teammate, that guy right there, to the victory in the dual race. So they already got one trophy going back to the CJR Racing Machine Shop here. Trent Hughes, Terry Hughes Jr.'s brother, is going to round out the fourth place spot here. So he'll be the second row on the outside. Can he get connected to his brother when we get ready to go back racing, chilling up here in the spotter stand on the BootieScoot Racing channel? But all the magnificent guys here putting in their time, effort, and work. Speaking of time, effort, and work here, we'll go and throw in a sponsor for the night's event, the Xfinity Series, presented by iRacing, the platform you're seeing right here in the video game. $10 a month can get you right here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, right here on the BootieScoot Racing channel's Madness Racing League to be exact. So if you want me to mispronounce your name, act like a fool. $10 a month to iRacing can get you right here. The Xfinity Series presented by Bagwell Power here on the TikTok platform, bringing you everything for all your small engine hydro auto care needs. Make sure you get out Bagwell Power and they'll get it fixed. The Xfinity Series presented by the Home Run Cafe, 4 Mill Street, Emmett, South Carolina, 29349. 310 Main Street here, South Carolina, 29351. I believe that's what that says, or 29051. You see it right there on your screen. That should give you a little nudge to go and check them out. Get you a hot dog or refresher. Tell them I'm in this Racing League Central. We'll pay one more bill here. And it's the Xfinity Series presented by Potch Porch Bed Swings. Custom made Porch Bed Swings, handcrafted. Call 864-978-1913. See Potch Porch Bed Swings on the Facebook page right here. Tell them the Madness Racing League sent you. We'll flip it back here to the main broadcast. It's Peter the Pace Car. Looks like he's got them double filed here. One to go here. So we get ready to re-rack them, return to racing on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Terry Hughes Jr. out front here, picking off some laps led here, adding some points to his total score here. Chase Johnson on the outside over here. Might have something to say here. Corey Tesner, his Chase Johnson racing teammate, is going to be on the inside second row. And Trent Hughes, Terry Hughes Jr.'s little brother, is going to be on the outside second row. So we kind of need a little flip-flop from these two, but how are they going to get it done without crossing up the field? Ladies and gentlemen, we had 6-7 solid laps of action racing here. Better here, they're painted, banging, battered, and bruised. Now, every one of these guys are back here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, ready to go, re-racked, repaired. Dallas knocks a little bit of damage to the number 14 Baja Blast, excuse me. Mountain Dew Taco Bell 14 Toyota Supra. As he likes to save his fast repair. One fast repair for these guys on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Stanley Turner Jr., Chris Knighty will go a lap down, waiting on Kraus Braun to come around, and Everett Larson and Raymond Cox Jr. to catch the back end of the field here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. We appreciate you if you would press that like button. So press that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. I'm up here chilling with Jacob Tankos, the spotter for the number 4 of Kevin Tankos, his brother right there, driving the number 4 Good Wrench machine. We're up here in the spotter stand. He's offered me to come up here to watch the restart from his point of view and kind of walk and see how he walks his brother through the mayhem here in the BootieScoot 200 as we get ready to fire him back off here. Terry Hughes Jr. is getting ready to lead him back to the restart zone. We're getting ready to go back racing in the BootieScoot 200. You're getting ready to slap that like button. Firing it back off here. We're back green on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Bobby Reynolds in the number 45 gets that thing repaired as he was riding on board during the caution flag. Terry Hughes Jr. will get a great jump into turn 22. They'll have to rip through the gears. Corey Tesner will fall into the second place spot. Chase Johnson will give up the outside spot. Here comes Nicholas Maynard. He'll look to go to the race lead early. He'll jump to the top side of the racetrack on the outside row. Nick Crawford battling door to door here with Tony Cook on the outside, on the inside of him, outside, however you see it. The number 69 of James Fountain coming to the back bumper of Tony Cook, all the way to the back bumper, not quite there to put the contact to him. The number 56 of Travo Wall, well, the number 7, on the top side of the racetrack. He continues to work across the back bumper of George Stetson. Here they come off turns 3 and 4. Terry Hughes Jr., the race leader. Corey Tesner, the second place guy. Chase Johnson, the third place guy. Followed by Poncho McDowell from Greenville, South Carolina. Here comes Carter Jackson on the top side of the racetrack, looking to scoot in early. 12 laps are complete here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Carter Jackson's ready to go. He's got Nicholas Maynard all over the back bumper. See if these guys can get that line going on the top side. We have yet to see it really get to prevail in here. As they were jumping up and down from the bottom side of the lane, we got Nicholas Maynard pushing the number 15 Napa Auto Parts machine, and Carter Jackson locked to the back bumper. You see it there into turns 3 and 4. He'll give him another shot in the corner. He'll close up a little bit of distance, climbing the bankings through turns 3 and 4. Terry Hughes Jr. will look down the bottom side. He'll try to keep the number 8 Monster Energy machine behind him. Here comes Carter Jackson, charging hard with Nicholas Maynard on the outside. Sean Williams in the number 43 High Rock Vodka Chevy Camaro won his dual race. The guy on the inside of him, Chase Johnson, also won his dual race. The top 6 guys here, pandemonium to one another, nose to tail. They'll climb the banking. Carter Jackson, Nicholas Maynard look to the top side. Can they get a run off turn 2? Terry Hughes Jr. is going to be nose-to-nose with Carter Jackson down the back straightaway. Nicholas Maynard's trying to push Carter Jackson out front. He's got Carter Jackson clear into turn 3. Will Carter Jackson go down? He'll like to stay on the top side with the kid. Terry Hughes Jr. not going away here at the Daytona International Speedway. Felt like he was robbed in his dual race. He's trying to pick up the victory here tonight in the BootieScoot 200, the one that counts the most, lock himself into the playoffs as he'll lead the lap there. Carter Jackson still got the kid of Nicholas Maynard all over the ascent of him. We're right on board with Carter Jackson here as they climb the banking here at the Daytona International Speedway off of turn 2, down the back straightaway. The lights are getting nice and warm here. The sun is going down at the beach at the Daytona International Raceway. Carter Jackson continues to pull strong on the top side with the kid of Nicholas Maynard behind him. The 02 Maynard Motors Penske Ford Mustang puts another Ford Mustang here out the front, led by a Ford Mustang. 2, 3, 4 Chevys follow behind. Carter Jackson continuing to pick off laps here. He'll lead that one around. Him and Nicholas Maynard have closed the gap up to the top side. They are running away with it, but Terry Hughes Jr. will battle back down. He'll crank another Red Bull here down the back straightaway, try to put some horses into it and try to get around Carter Jackson. Meanwhile, that's Nick Crawford up there scraping the wall on the top side of the racetrack back there on your screen, sending sparks flying. A couple of these guys elected to play it safe in the back of the pack here. Carter Jackson, Nicholas Maynard, Terry Hughes Jr., the race leaders. That's the number 26 of Trent Hughes, hard into the wall back there as they fly across your living room screen here through turns 3 and 4. Off of turn 4, Terry Hughes Jr. will get the run off the corner. Nicholas Maynard trying to get to the back bumper. Through the Geico restart zone, Terry Hughes Jr. will get the lap led that time around. If you like it, you found it. It's right here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. We would appreciate it if you press that follow button, press that like button. Here come the Rock and Roll Racing teammates of Nicholas Maynard. Poncho McDowell gets down the bottom side away, trying to make something safe. Nicholas Maynard in the Rock and Roll Racing number 02. He's got a couple teammates behind him. Nick Crawford, if he can get there on the top side. Right behind Nick Crawford's the other Rock and Roll Racing teammate at Travo Wall. Here comes George Stetson, the 4th Rock and Roll Racing guys here to the front. Rock and Roll Racing trying to rocket themselves to the front here. 16 laps complete here. Trying to take control of tonight's event on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Terry Hughes Jr. in full control of the Daytona International Raceway in the BootieScoot 200. Big time wobbly. One goes around. That's the number 24. Paul Wolf goes around here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Caution flag is out here, I believe. Yes, caution flag is out here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. We'll back that ass up here, take a look and see exactly what happened to Paul Wolf from Big Rapids, Michigan, in the HendrickCars.com number 24 machine as they was coming through the tri-over here. Yum, 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 flying through your living room here. Looks like Blake Hochschild just gets it off the bottom side of the racetrack. There's probably a big stack up there somewhere, and it sent the number 24 HendrickCars.com of Paul Wolf around here hard. But he was able to lock it down here, keep from hitting anything. He'll spin that thing around here. The caution flag is flown here at the Daytona International Raceway. The HendrickCars.com of number 24 machine of Paul Wolf, badly beaten up here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Looks like who is going to be the race leader? It looks like Terry Hughes Jr., rest of the race leader. Corey Tesner, second place. Carter Jackson will get the third place spot with Nicholas Maynard in the fourth place spot. Chase Johnson will get the fifth place spot with Sean Williams getting the sixth place spot. Take a commercial break and come back after this. Don't go nowhere.
My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, vice, so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that tight frame. Long game, no shame, baby, came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement.
Bang, back here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, watching a couple of these guys bring it down pit road. That's Showtime Chase Johnson, dual race winner number 1 here tonight. That's why he's got the the first place pit box. He'll pull in behind him will be the second dual race winner of Sean Williams from East Windsor. They'll bring it down pit road. It looks like it'll be gas only for these three machines. Poncho McDowell from Greenville, South Carolina will bring it down as well. The Rain Man making things shake here at the Daytona International Raceway. Staying out of trouble early. Number 47 looking for a shot to race for the championship this season. Season 2 for the Madness Racing. Well, if you're just joining us here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, you missed the dual races, and you'll go have to check out the YouTube page at BootieScoot Racing LLC for all the full races. You can check out the ones from the previous seasons, and everything else will be broadcast live here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. It's like Terry Hughes Jr., Carter Jackson, Nick Crawford, and the Maynard Motors Rock and Roll Racing. Queso's, like Shreddy Krueger, I believe that's what that is on the side of that car. It looks nice here underneath the lights. The Daytona International Raceway chrome color. Shining bright here, Alfonso Clavidio, Season 1 champion. Rounding out the fourth place spot there after the mess. George Stetson in the number 56 here. His Rock and Roll Racing machine. Shreddy Krueger ready to go to the front here. I've seen him picking his guitar before the race, trying to get the vibe right here. You don't want George Stetson to catch a vibe. He will get to rocking and rolling here. And Blake Hochschild in the White Knuckle Racing number 29 machine just had a baby. Congratulations to Blake Hochschild. He was on paternity leave the last couple of races, and he hadn't been here. But the baby's here in the world healthy. Blake Hochschild's ready to make something shake here at Daytona. Terry Hughes Jr., the race leader here, as we get ready to bring him. Looks like double file will get the one to go sign this time around. Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Hughes Jr. has just had a string of bad luck here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, whether it's the I-85 asphalt, the dirt lead, the Madness Racing League, any series, he just can't seem to stay out of everybody else's trouble. He's got a chance right here to stack some points to his total right here. See if he can't do something to survive the rest of the night. He'll have the number 15 in the corner, Jackson on the outside of him. Really got out front there, led a couple laps there off the front bumper of Nicholas Maynard in the Rock and Roll Racing number 02. But the kid will take a pit stop underneath the commercial break, and then we shaking it out back there. Nick Crawford, number 38, back up here on the bottom side, and Outlaw will take that outside spot there behind Carter Jackson. That'll be the top 4 here at the Daytona International Raceway. We appreciate you guys tuning in here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Peter the pace car and his pace car Ford Mustang. Really got to get him to ride here. He was talking about it earlier. He's got bad credit. They told him don't come to here with bad credit and not have a down payment. Billy the Blimp driver up there cruising around in our free Blimp. See if we can't ride around with Billy the Blimp driver. Give you some great shots here at the Knights Field. Driving in the Blimp. We're up here throwing back Budweiser's like it's nobody's business because you can't get a DUI. Riding on a Blimp here. Billy the Blimp driver bringing us action all year long. Terry Hughes Jr. on the inside. Carter Jackson on the outside. Large car, Nick Crawford on the inside, second row. Alfonso Claudio from the second row outside. George Stetson will get the third row inside with Blake Hochschild on the outside of him. Holden Wheeler in the number 79 took a big shot. He's back out here in the top 7. Get the 7th place spot. Paul in the 8th place spot. We're re-racked, ready to go. Low, go grab you a beer, go light a cigarette. Whatever you do, go call your mom. Tell her the Madness Racing League is getting ready to kick it back off here in the Daytona. They slept that like it's like Carter Jackson, Terry Hughes Jr. These folks will get ready to bring it to the restart zone. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're pressing that like button for us. We are back right here. Ladies and gentlemen, 21 laps into tonight's event. We'll go ahead and take our tonight's first fast and loud here as they climb the banking through the Daytona International Raceway. The more you slap that like button, the louder it gets. Back up to speed here in the BootieScoot 200. Terry Hughes Jr. leading them here at the Daytona International Raceway through turn 22. Big loose there on the bottom side. The number 24. Looks like he was able to save it here. 29 guys battling it out here in the high bank for the win in the BootieScoot 200 to lock themselves into the playoff for the Madness Racing League Season 2 Xfinity Series. 17 guys, looks like down on the bottom side to about 9, 12, 13 on the top side. Some uneven numbers. Terry Hughes Jr. continues to lead them off turn 3 and 4. Big jump up there to the top side of the racetrack from the number 43 of Sean Williams. He'll be tested by, looks like it's going to be Holden Wheeler, the number 79, charging hard here in Daytona. Holden Wheeler gets a shot from the number 43 of Sean Williams. He'll get him loose here, but he's able to keep it under control. Holden Wheeler leads the lap that last time around. He's the race leader climbing the banks here in Daytona. Holden Wheeler, a new guy here on the BootieScoot Racing channel for the first time ever. looking for his first ever victory if he can pick it up here. But Terry Hughes Jr.'s got the number 24 locked and loaded to the back bumper as they climb the banking in turn 3. Beating and banging here across the start finish line. Terry Hughes Jr. leads the lap though. 25 laps complete out of 80 here. The BootieScoot 200 is presented by the TikTok platform, and check it out here. Presented by TCW employee-owned trucking. Get out Keyshawn Hill through the upstate of South Carolina to get all your delivery goods needed right here front door. The Xfinity Series presented by Bagwell Power, bringing you all things horsepower, small engine care, hydro related, you name it, they got it. Go check them out. Terry Hughes Jr., the race leader here with Holden Wheeler battling hard on the outside. It's going to have Paul Wolf charging hard here on the bottom side. Paul Wolf took a big hit here with Holden Wheeler a couple of laps before. Well, we've got ourselves shaking out here right now. Meanwhile, Terry Hughes Jr. gets a big shot there. Gets loose here that might cost him the race lead up the banking in 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Nick Crawford and Nicholas Maynard, the two Nicks, link up here at Daytona. They'll have the top line trying to close the gap up. Here comes the Rock and Roll Racing teammates. Jonathan Spence and Chase Johnson looks like they'll jump to the top side of the racetrack. Filling the gap behind the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. Right there in front of your face. Big shot right there. George Stetson hard on the outside wall. Big guys starting to pile in. Oh, we're going to get a big one here in Daytona. Wow. Caution flag is out here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. George Stetson up and over here at the Daytona International Raceway. Wow. Parking lot here off turn 4. We'll back that ass up here for an instant replay, as we always do here. Get a better look and see exactly what happened. That's the number 56 Rock and Roll Racing machine of George Stetson from McCullough, Florida. Airborne here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. We'll kind of take a look and see exactly what happened as things just got really out of control here. It all started with George Stetson as they was climbing the banking in turns 4 here off the bottom. Holden Wheeler clears himself for the race lead. George Stetson takes a hard shot into the outside wall, and everybody else piles in on top of him. Big time shot there. Carter Jackson takes a shot. George Stetson almost completely up and over here. The number 4 will get through. Looks like Nicholas Maynard, some damage on him as well. Dallas Knox got some damage. Looks like he was able to get through it actually. Nick Crawford hard into the outside wall there. That car won't even move. Big shots for some of these guys. Fast repairs are going to come into use right now. Trent Hughes in his second accident here tonight on the BootieScoot Racing channel. We'll get that thing refired and rolling here on the BootieScoot Racing channel's Madness Racing League BootieScoot 200. And we'll be back after this, after we clean it all up on the BootieScoot Racing channel.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb. A new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop.
Yeah, baby, go on right ahead. Just put that right there. Oh, excuse me, we're back here live on the BootieScoot Racing channel, telling the baby to put it there. You didn't hear that. Don't tell your mom that I was up here talking to another lady. She might get mad at me. Ladies and gentlemen, things are shaking up here at the Daytona International Raceway. We're working, looks like I think our third caution flag here tonight in the main event. Paul Wolf from Big Rapids, Michigan, involved in a wreck in his dual race. He'll stay out here on the pit strategy call with the Rain Man of Poncho McDowell in the second place spot. These two will stay out here. As a little bit of different here. We'll have to see how things work out with the gas tanks of a couple of these guys. Chase Johnson is going to have the third place spot here. James Mountain and Chase Johnson racing teammate behind him. Bobby Reynolds will get the fifth place spot here with the Maverick. Chris Knighty checking out the sixth place spot. Sean Williams will get the seventh place spot with Corey Tesner getting the eighth place spot. John Michael Bryan will get the ninth place spot with Trevor Wall getting the 10th place spot. Terry Hughes Jr. will get the 11th place spot with Nicholas Maynard getting the 12th place spot. Tony Cook will get the 13th place spot with Holden Whittler getting the 14th place spot. Alfonso Claudio comes off pit road in the 15th place spot with Dallas Knox getting the 16th place spot. Jerry Powers, the second, catching the back end of the pace car here from Park Ridge, New Jersey. Looks like the number 99 machine's getting things shaken out here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Here comes the white knuckle racing machine of Blake Koch's child. Congratulations on the new birth of his child, bringing it into the world. Future race car driver in existence now. The name will live on forever. John Smith from Goldsboro, North Carolina will round out the 19th place spot. George Stetson will round out the 20th place spot. Looks like Thomas McLaughlin in the number 13 Gravedigger will come down in the pit box here, get his fast repair, get things shaken out here. Looks like Trey Hughes for that last time around underneath the caution. So will Everett Larson, Kevin Tankos, Nick Crawford, Stanley Turner Jr., Juan Cobbs, and Klaus Braum. Every one of these guys coming down to get their fast repair here and trying to get some damage fixed. Racing channel. If I've heard it right from the admin, I believe we might be going single file restarts here to start it off here to try to knock off some of the caution flags here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. And I'm not mad, and you shouldn't be either. We appreciate you guys tuning in here on the TikTok platform. Make sure you slap up that like button, press that follow button. We're bringing you all kinds of racing here each and every single week. Make sure you're sticking around for next Wednesday, where this coming up Wednesday, the All Out Dirt Tour starts their playoff in the super late model. Ladies and gentlemen, as I again came to tell you, I really did see the driver, the number 47 of Poncho McDowell, behind the trailers earlier tonight, sitting on a couple beers before we took the green flag here the night for the dual races. Don't know if he's still buzzing, but if he's doing damn good, the DUI Motorsports is doing its job. He's driving under the influence, ripping and raving here at the Daytona International Raceway, looking for the race lead here. So get ready to come to lap 30. And I believe the signal is final. We will be getting a single file restart here. Looks like Peter, the pace car, is going to pull down on the pit road this time. This is the BootieScoot 200 with Paul Wolf, the race leader. The DUI Motorsports up front here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, trying a little pit strategy. We'll bring it through the Geico restart zone. Fire back off. We're back green here in the BootieScoot 200. Paul Wolf is going to lead them single file here, ripping and raving through the gears. These guys do not have to stay single file. They can jump down into two lanes. Looks like that's what a lot of them is going to do. Who's going to be the one to stay up? It's going to be the 43 of Sean Williams. Poncho Rainman McDowell works the back bumper of the number 24, HendrickCars.com of Paul Wolf. Paul Wolf will keep it up here. Don't get it confused. It's not Joey Logano's spotter in real life. Paul Wolf got the back bumper of Rainman with name McDowell all over the back of him. He's got a little crevices in there because that's where the 47s has been at all night, helping his teammate, pushing him up to speed here in the turns 3. Chase Johnson looking to make something shake on the bottom side. The two DUI Motorsports guys will shake back up to the top side of the racetrack here. Paul Wolf will come up to block the number 47 apart of Rainman McDowell. Rainman McDowell will move to the back bumper here. You'll think better. Here comes the Maverick Chris Knighty from B-Town, Indiana in the Daytona International Raceway. He's got something to say. Meow, 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 meow. 50 laps remain here in the BootieScoot 200. We appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been one hell of a event. It's been one hell of a night here. As that goes the race lead from the DUI Motorsports 24 machine of Paul Wolf. Chase Johnson and his Chase Johnson racing teammate of James Fallon out front here in Daytona. leads. Ezra climbs the bank into the still here behind the number 43 High Rock Machine of Sean Williams. Looks like Paul Wolf, Rainman McDowell, Rainman McDowell will shake out the front two cars here on the outside. They got to get it together here, get this train rolling on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Get back over to that front line so we can get some more competitive action racing there. The boogeyman of John Michael Bryant working his way through the field here. He's currently gridlocked down on the bottom side of the racetrack. He could go up if he wants to. You see Nicholas Maynard bottoming out at the bottom of the racetrack there. Got some damage on that race car. You see the ass end of it smashed in there. He was dragging sparks down the corner here. The kid working his way down the back straightaway. Big push there from somebody. Who was that? That looks like that was Scott Turner. Pushed out of the groove there. It looks like Scott Turner's going to be a lap down up here. Stanley Turner, excuse me, from Rising Sun, Indiana, a lap down here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, but he's up here racing for the race lead, trying to get his lap back like he's got every right to do, but there's going to be trouble here. Big shot for some of these guys. Pow! Wow, ladies and gentlemen, whoa, don't even know what to fucking say here. Holy cow. Big shot here. Caution flag is out. The second big one for the night event is just taking shape here. We will back it up for an instant replay, as we always do. Travo Wall involved. Tony Cook involved. Nicholas Maynard involved. Let's take a look here. This will be a great action shot as they was getting ready to cross the line, but the mayhem ensued back here. We'll take a look and get a better angle of it. See if we can't get a hot shot. There we go. If they was coming through the tri-oval here, big contact up front. Terry Hughes Jr. gets shot down the bottom side. That was big contact there to the number 45, and mayhem ensued from there. Dallas knocked to a big shot to the 81. Nicholas Maynard trying to slow down. He gets slapped up by Everett Larson, picked up in the air and turned around hard into Terry Hughes Jr. How about a brake pedal for some of these guys? Just innocent guys running into people. Look at this right here. Travo Wall, crab walking on the BootieScoot Racing channel. He's involved. Kevin Tanko's making his way behind, trying to trail the back end of the field. He was get his way through. Everett Larson involved. Nick Crawford looks like he was able to escape through it. We will take a commercial break and be right back after this. The big one strikes in Daytona.
I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. It's too late to try to go contain it.
Bang, 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 bang. Could you imagine? Under the caution flag here again for, I believe, the 5th time, if I'm not mistaken. Don't get me wrong, I'm not good at math, but I did graduate high school, so don't try to hold it against me. The number 13 of Thomas McLaughlin and the Gravedigger, bat-of-the-ball machine from Georgia, the U.S. Navy veteran, has worked his way up to the 2nd place spot here, and I have to say that paint scheme is badass underneath the lights here. If it had some red lights glowing out the front of it, it would make it 10 times better here. Tons of action here. If you've been wanting that, you best believe that this is what you're going to get here. As you see the number 79, it looks like it's going to be, I'm not sure exactly who that is. It's like Holden Wheeler. It's going to be the number 79, Crab walking across the infield here. He'll take it down the pit road. Beautiful shot of the Daytona International Speedway. A couple of more of these guys bringing it down pit road to get things patched up here as we get ready to get the one to go single this time around. Single file restart still. The boogeyman of John Michael Bryan will pull into its pit box. Everett Larson just chilling at the bottom of the pit area there. I guess he was waiting. Blake Hochschild, a little gas and go for the number 29 White Knuckle Racing Machine. John Michael Bryan still on pit road along with Dallas Knox. Looks like James Fountain's on pit road as well. That James Fountain, no, excuse me, that's Terry Hughes Jr. on pit road. Big time, all tore up on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you found it, please make sure you press that like button, press that follow button. We know you never want to work the caution flag too many times here. 29 guys start the field here tonight for the Madness Racing League Season 2 kickoff for the BootieScoot 200. Tons of these guys are a lap down here, filling in throughout the field, but it looks like it's going to be the race leader of Bobby Reynolds in the Oreos machine. We've seen him have some damage earlier, but he's got that thing fixed up, patched, and ready to go up here at the front on the BootieScoot Racing channel for the BootieScoot 200. 35 laps are complete out of 80. We are almost at the halfway point. Showtime Chase Johnson will round out the 3rd place spot here. We have a lap car of Warren Cobbs Jr. who will pull down right there to the bottom of the racetrack. That'll leave James Fountain behind him, Poncho McDowell, Corey Tesner, and then Jonathan Smith. Paul Wolf will be the next person in line. Sean Williams will be the person after that. But looks like we're going to have another lap car in a way. We have to get out of the way. That's Stanley Turner Jr. Not got time to do all the way through the field here. Bobby Reynolds getting ready to bring him back to the restart zone. We're getting ready to file. Single file restart here for the 2nd time for the BootieScoot 200. Back racing here, the Daytona International Raceway. Paul Wolf was the race leader. He'll bring it down pit road right there. You see him. It's one to blink in and blink out. That'll be the number 47 of Poncho McDowell. Bobby Reynolds, the race leader, bringing him down on the bottom side. Looks like Thomas McLaughlin's looking for the race lead early. The Gravedigger, number 13. He'll jump to the top side. It'll be Chase Johnson out on the bottom side. He'll have Poncho McDowell behind him. James Fountain looking to make a charge to the front here. It looks like everybody else single file behind him was able to keep it under control. There's the boogeyman of John Michael Bryan in the number yellow machine, number 23. Corey Riptide Tesner picked up the victory last night in the Madness Racing League Total Nonstop Action Truck Series race. The playoff race, at the Las Vegas Super Speedway. They'll be racing for a championship in a couple of weeks. You can find that right here on this BootieScoot Racing channel if you press that follow button. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Bobby Reynolds will get his first lap led here in the Madness Racing League ever here live on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Make sure you go check out the YouTube page for all 4 races after tonight's event will be posted right there. Tons of guys working throughout the field here. Some of them trying to catch back up to the draft here. Got damage all over these race cars. Not trying to use that fast repair. To use it when it most counts the most. Be right on board with large car Nick Crawford as he flies behind the number 82 of Klaus Brom, the Races for Christ, number 82 Chevy Camaro, as they try to reach the front end of the tail end of the pack here. Excuse me. Kevin Tankos will take it to the top side of the racetrack. One of the few guys here in the league with a spotter on deck. His brother Jacob Tankos up on the spotter stand. He's got an extra set of eyes here. The Daytona High Banks helping him out. Meanwhile, Thomas McLaughlin, the race leader, he'll lead his first lap of the Madness Racing. An absolute wild card here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Anybody can take it. It's anyone's game. Meanwhile, here comes Showtime Chase Johnson. He's trying to charge hard back on the outside. He'll have James Fountain pushing all over the back bumper. Corey Tesler will get up on the top side as well. Chase Johnson racing has the front 3 rows on the outside. CJR's got some bad, fast Chevy Camaros here tonight at Daytona International Raceway. They'll line up the top three on the top side. Poncho Rayman McDowell will see that. He'll jump up to the top side. He'll have Sean Williams join in right behind him. That was the Heat 2 winner. Finally, we're back scooting and booting here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Hopefully we can pick off some laps here. 38 laps are complete in tonight's event here. Showtime Chase Johnson will get the lap led that last time around. Thomas McLaughlin in the number 13 trying to battle back hard. They'll run through the front of tri-oval into turn 1. They'll climb the banking through the Daytona underneath the lights here on a Saturday night on the BootieScoot Racing TikTok platform. Live right here for you folks. Make sure you go check us out each and every single week. Thomas McLaughlin making his Madness Racing League debut here in Season 2. He's out front down Daytona back straightaway. Got some guys down here on the bottom side of the racetrack. Trouble. Big shot there for Chris Knighty. Caution flag is out here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Wow. Parking lot again. We'll back that ass up here as we was just saying it. We'll throw up an instant replay. Take a look and see exactly what happened. Chris Knighty takes a big shot here along with Corey Tesner. He was down on the bottom side of the racetrack as well. We'll have to take a look and see exactly what happened. It looks like Poncho McDowell got into the left rear quarter panel, of Corey Riptide Tesner here. Sent him around at the Daytona International Raceway. We'll take a look here. Poncho McDowell down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Yes, he'll get into the left rear, or Corey Tesner will come across the nose, one of the two. And that'll just be a big pile up there for some of these guys. Chris Knighty sliding through the infield. Couldn't get it slowed down. Big shot there for Blake Hochschild. He'll get hit. We'll ride on board with Chris Knighty, as I know he was shitting his pants trying to get that race car slowed down. We'll take a look here. He gets shot from the right-hand side. He's got his foot on the brake. Sliding up into the race traffic here. Bam! Big shot here. That's exactly what they were on scene before he took his last breath. Or is it too soon? Some dark comedy humor here is what we have to do, is we're working the 6 caution flag here tonight for Chris Knighty. The number 24, Paul Wolf, involved too. The DUI Motorsports Machine looks beat up here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Corey Tesner on pit road. Nicholas Maynard looks like he was able to get around that. A bunch of other guys as well. Looks like Thomas McLaughlin was able to get around Showtime Chase Johnson for the race lead. We'll take a break to clean up this monstrosity. We'll be back after this. Don't go nowhere.
Driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we're making this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? I'll just breathe in. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take.
The hell you looking at, kid? Damn, this little kid in front of me here in front of the box, in front of the booth on the Daytona International Raceway, keeps turning back at me. Says I have a funny voice, flicking me the bird. I'm about to go tell his mama, he better hope I don't get them digits, or he's gonna be a stepdad before you know it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me stop ripping and raving here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Get the action. Looks like Showtime Chase Johnson He's going to get the race lead back here off a couple pit stops. Jonathan Smith here as I take another sip of my beer. Sponsored here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Jonathan Smith, the owner of NapDaddyRacing.com. Make sure you get at him for all your custom numbers, paint schemes, and liveries. Does one hell of a great job here. Tons of guys' cars are painted by Jonathan Smith here that you see tonight. Get ready to go racing here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Again, James Fountain was able to get Chase Johnson up there on that outside rock and rolling here on the outside row. See if you guys, look like we might have to take another lap around here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Let's take a look here, just see what Peter the pace car does here. It looks like he will take another one here. Still single file on the restarts. Tons of positions to be gained. Got guys on pit road. Get ready. There goes Nicholas Maynard off pit road. Juan Cobbs Jr. comes as Paul Wolf is stuck on pit road just spinning some tires. That thing is absolutely cooked here. Nicholas Maynard will catch the tail end of the field. One lap to go this time around here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. If you are just now joining us, you have missed one hell of a night of racing here. Started on Saturday. We're in here to Sunday. Just want to say the heat races were absolutely crazy. You can go check those out. Full races in the conclusion of tonight's event. You can go check it out on the BootieScoot Racing YouTube page where all of our full races are posted here. So we're getting ready to go back racing here, climbing the bank through turns 1 and 2 underneath the caution flag. Working lap number 42 of 80 here. So we're a little bit under the halfway point here. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stand up and shake your hand. It's been one hell of a night. The number 48, Queso's Maynard Motors, excuse me. Rock and roll racing, number 48 of Nick Crawford. The little pretty he has been bad fast here tonight. He got hooked up with his Maynard Motors teammate, Nicholas Maynard, and them two went to the front here, but James Fountain and Chase Johnson, the guys that sitting first and third right here, the Chase Johnson Racing teammates, they were able to lock up there with Corey Tesner on the outside before Corey Tesner was involved in the accident. I'm hearing word from the admin, Corey Tesner has retired from the race. Too much damage on that race car. See if we can't get a word with Corey Tesner as they get down the infield care center. See if we can't get his opinion on what took place there. Chris Knighty takes a hard shot into the outside wall. Hearing Chris Knighty is out of the race here as well. Poncho McDowell has had one hell of a race here tonight. The Rain Man back double file here. We'll get double file restarted here on the BootieScoot Racing channel once more. Ladies and gentlemen, if that don't get you fired back up, that means the admins have let off of some of the restrictions. He feels like these guys are ready to tangle once more. Peter the pace car will hook a left on the pit road. Get ready to go back racing here through the Geico restart zone. Chase Johnson leads them. Since we're past the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen, as they climb through the gears here of the Daytona International Raceway, we'll take another fast and loud here for the Xfinity Series Season 2 kickoff. The more you slap that like button, the louder it gets. Daytona International Raceway. We're back green here, a little under the halfway point of the season 2 kickoff for the BootieScoot 200 at the Daytona International Raceway. Climbing the banking here, pushing 190 miles an hour. That's going to be Klaus Brahma, the number 82, a couple of laps down. He's driven the top side of the racetrack, but still in the ninth event. Hoping for a couple more cautions to get back on the lead lap. George Stetson and the number 56 Maynard Motors machine trying to get to the back bumper. Dallas knocks down the back straightaway. Inches apart here in the Daytona high banks, flying through the gears. Here comes Nick Crawford flying out front here in Daytona. Nick Crawford to the race lead here on the BootieScoot Racing Channel. He's out front in Daytona big time in turn 1. He'll think about going down below to the bottom side. He'll think better of it. He's got the 43 of Sean Williams and the Hard Rock Vodka. The dual race win at number 2. He got the victory. Looking for a victory here in the main event if he can get it. He's all over the back bumper. Nick Crawford down the back straightaway. But Chase Johnson's got James Fountain, his Chase Johnson Racing teammate, soaring himself into turns 3. They'll try to pull even into turn 3. Looks like it'll work. Nick Crawford will keep it on the top side of the racetrack as it'll be Crawford, Williams, Larson, Maynard on the top side, off turn 4, down the back front stretch here, across the fans. No one is sitting down here as we approach 47 now to work 48 in the Xfinity Series Season 2 kickoff. Chase Johnson back out front here in Daytona thanks to the help of his teammate of James Fountain. Jonathan Smith in the 13 Nap Daddy Racing machine will be on the bottom side. Behind him will be Bobby Reynolds in the 45, followed by Alfonso Claudio Pacho McDowell. Here they come flying towards your living room TV screen at 190 miles an hour. Chase Johnson on the bottom. Nick Crawford charging hard into turn 3. Everett Larson will get moved up out of the groove there. Nicholas Maynard bottoming it out here. We see the damage on the ass end of the number 02. The kid trying to make something salvageable here. Get to the back bumper of Nick Crawford, his racing teammate. But he's got one car standing in between them. It's about even when it comes to the lane. 6 on the top side, 8 on the bottom. What a beautiful sight to see on a Saturday night at the Daytona underneath the lights. If you're in the Daytona, Florida area and you're not here watching the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series Season 2 kickoff race, what the hell are you doing with your life? The number 85 Season 1 champion of Alfonso Claudio in the Adult Swim Toyota Supra currently sits in the 9th place spot the last time around on the bottom side. He battles door to door with Pancho McDowell from Greenville, South Carolina. These two continue to bang it out in the front two turns 3 and 4. Not giving each other an inch. Pancho McDowell trying to give himself a little air behind the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. We'll jump back here to the back of the field here. Here comes the boogeyman of John Michael Bryant flying through the field on the BootieScoot Racing Channel in the Gorilla Mine number 23 machine. That's your mom's favorite driver. And just like that kid when we came after commercial break, that was flipping me the bird in front of the booth here. You best not let me get a hold of John Michael Bryant after the race. He will come and make you a stepfather. Here comes the 23 machine trying to get to the back bumper of the number 13. The number 48 of Nick Crawford putting on a flawless job here at the Daytona International Raceway. This is his 3rd time tonight being able to get out front, see some clean air, leading that outside line. Proving that the outside line has something in it. If these guys can stay connected, it'll be Crawford on the top side. And then it'll be followed by him will be Sean Williams, Nicholas Maynard, and Pancho McDowell. And then it looks like Klaus Brahm, Dallas Knox, and Everett Larson. It's going to be the top line. Then it's going to be Chase Johnson, James Fountain down on the bottom side, followed by Jonathan Smith. And then it's going to be Bobby Reynolds. And then John Williams. Looks like he's going to be able to stick to the top side bumper. Nicholas Maynard's going to put it to the back of the number 43. They'll bring it down to the close side, to the bottom side of the racetrack here, trying to side draft a little bit. Chase Johnson is just looking in his rear view mirror as they look out the back bumper of Chase Johnson here, the race leader of the Daytona International Raceway. Here comes James Fountain to give him the also push off the corner that he needs as they fly across turn 4 in front of the fans here. 51 working lap, 52 laps complete here in the BootieScoot 200. We'll take a moment of silence here to try to fix a couple of things. Make sure you press that like button. We'll take another fast and loud. Don't go nowhere. Crawford trying to battle back on the top side of the racetrack. He's got his hands full inside of that race car. He's got the number 43 High Rock. Dual winner number 2 of Sean Williams all over the back bumper of him. Nicholas Maynard, his rock and roll racing teammate, right behind him. You bet your bottom dollar he's trying to get to the back bumper of the number 48 so he can get this line soaring to the front. Klaus Drama lap down. He'll ride 4th place on the top side. James Fountain just trying to get pushes to the Jordan number 5 machine of Chase Johnson. Down the back straightaway, Chase Johnson racing in full control here as they go down the back straightaway. The number 13 of Jonathan Smith, the owner of the NapDaddyRacing.com. Make sure you get at him. You see it on the back of his race car for all your paint scheme, custom numbers, liveries, and needs. The number 18 Ford Chevy Camaro has been bad here tonight. Keeping it nice and quiet. You look back here, there comes the number 33 Home Run Cafe Chevy Camaro of Tony Cook from Greer, South Carolina. He has kept that thing locked and loaded back here away from any trouble for the majority of the night. Can he try to score something here late? Playing the also Tony Cook role, the old timer. Got a couple tricks up his sleeve here in the high banks at Daytona Infinity or timer 2. He knows you got to survive till the end to make it last. Meanwhile, we'll shoot it back up here for the battle for the race lead. James Fountain can easily move up to the top side and take the draft from the number 48. Soar himself to the front here. But here comes the number 48. Queso's Maynard Motors. Rock and roll Chevy Camaro to the top side of the racetrack as he's ripping through the gears here. Trying to get some work from the number 43. These guys continue to battle it out here at the Daytona International Raceway. 54 laps are complete here. As we get ready to come around, we'll have approaching about 25 laps remaining, believe it or not. Nick Crawford is trying every bit in his notebook to get the Chevy Camaro to the front. Looks like he's got the left rear quarter panel of Chase Johnson. It'll soar him a little more. The number 43 of Sean Williams will go to the top side of the racetrack. Trying to get a run off the corner. Can he get to the back bumper of the number 48? It'll be a big push. It doesn't look like they were locked all the way, though. Nicholas Maynard, it looks like he got to the back bumper of the number 43. They'll hit the number 48 big time in the turn 3. That'll help the number 48 Maynard Motors, Queso's machine of Nick Crawford. Sort of the race lead here off turn 4. He's door to door with Chase Johnson. They'll be side by side. Get ready to come to the line. Nick Crawford with a big run here to the race lead. The number 43 is Sean Williams to blink in and blink out. They'll almost kill the whole group. Nicholas Maynard able to keep it in touch, though. We're in the closing moments of tonight's BootieScoot 225 laps remain next time around. Anyone can win it here in the season 2 kickoff. A couple unfamiliar, unusual names up here. Nick Crawford has brought an absolute strong piece to the high banks of Daytona down here to Florida. He's currently in the 3rd place spot on the outside side draft of the number 69. The 2 dual winners in Sean Williams and race leader Chase Johnson. Both of these guys have already picked up trophies here tonight with the dual race wins, proving why they're out front. Chase Johnson leading laps. Here comes Sean Williams trying to get the outside line to the front. Three wide and 9 makes it Daytona. Nicholas Maynard will move. The number 43 of Sean Williams out of the groove. Here comes the kid to the back bumper of his teammate of Nick Crawford. The 2 Nicks are connected here. Underneath the lights, call it Nick at night. They're on a roll to the race lead here in the turn 3. Rock and roll racing against Chase Johnson racing. 2 teammates locked up with the front guys. Nicholas Maynard pushing his teammate on the outside. Chase Johnson getting pushed by his behind him. Through the triover in the Geico restart zone, Nicholas Maynard will get Nick Crawford across the line first. Never seen a battle in super speedway racing quite like this. 2 teammates battling it out here. Nicholas Maynard all over the back bumper trying to get connected here. You see the Maynard Motors relationship. Where's George Stetson? Can he get up here in the black number 56 back there behind on the top side? Contact made back here. Several guys in the outside wall. Big flag. Caution flag here. The race leader involved. Chase Johnson, Nicholas Maynard, Nick Crawford involved. The number 13 involved as well. Wow. 24 laps remaining here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, and the leaders go around. We got to back that ass up for an instant replay. Where did it all go wrong? They were oh so stacked nice and neatly here, battling back and forth here. Chase Johnson getting pushed by his teammate. Nicholas Maynard pushing his teammate. See if we can't go up to the Billy the Blimp driver, get a better look at what just happened in front of our faces. The race leader, Chase Johnson, comes off the corner. He'll get a bad push from the number 24 of James Fountain as Nick Crawford was getting ready to come down and side draft here, and that was just mayhem. James Fountain was able to pull down the bottom side of the racetrack, so actually reaped the benefit of it. Parking lot here on the back straightaway with 24 laps remaining. Dallas Knox involved, Nick Crawford involved, Chase Johnson, the race leader, involved. We'll back that ass up here one more time, see if we can't ride on board with the race leader of Showtime, Chase Johnson, and see exactly what he's seen, as we know he probably had his hands full inside of that race car coming off the pile up in the backstretch on here at the Daytona International Raceway. Your mom's favorite driver, she better be ripping and raving. He just managed his way through the big one in Daytona, working 24 laps to go, coming to 23 laps remaining in the race. We'll take a commercial break to clean up all this monstrosity of an absolute mess. Disaster for the race leader, Chase Johnson. We'll be back after this. Don't go nowhere.
Gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Others way before myself, yeah. I guess that's why I feel like I go through hell, damn. Wasting time on your dreams instead of mine, yeah. About to turn this franchise around on a dime, man. It's all about finding your right state of mind. It's all about turning the worst into fine. It's all about time and the work and the climb. From the thirst we will rise, I'm immersed in this life. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth. Just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody...
Bang, bang, bang. Ladies and gentlemen, I finally got some great news. The security has came up here and taken away that little kid that was giving me the middle finger here in front of the booth all night long. He was pissed off, said I had a funny voice or something like that. Not going to stand for it. We called security on him. The 12-year-old is out of the building. If you are now tuning in to what has probably been the best BootieScoot 200 to date, meanwhile, there's only been 2 of them up to date to this point. The annual BootieScoot 200 on the BootieScoot Racing channel is right here on the TikTok Live platform. And that was the Kevin Tinko's number 4 machine. Getting the lucky dog that time around from Hawthorne, New Jersey. The 20-year-old will work his way back around the field here. Still remaining a couple laps down. We'll give you a little quick rundown through the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Johnson, driver of the number 5 Kubota's Jordan machine right there on pit road. From the race lead to parked on pit road. His day is done here at the Daytona International Raceway unless he can get that thing back out here. The pace car is coming off turn 4. They're going to have to get these things going on the end of pit road if they don't want to lose a lap. That guy right there, it's going to be James Fountain and the 69 Red Bull machine from Greenville, South Carolina. Multi-time winner here on the Madness Racing League. The road course expert out front here in Daytona. Can he snag the victory? work. 21 laps remaining here on the BootieScoot 200. Jonathan Smith, for the first time tonight, will finally get up to the front row with a chance here to race with some clean air on the front of the number 13 Engine 4 Chevy Camaro. Make sure you get at Jonathan Smith at NapDaddyRacing.com for all your iRacing paint scheme, liveries, and custom number needs. Your mom's favorite driver, I just seen her put her shirt back on because your dad was mad or something like that. He went out back to go smoke another cigarette. He was furious, you should have seen him. But she's excited because the Boogeyman's rounding out the third place spot here. If you wouldn't believe it, ladies and gentlemen, the Boogeyman has finally been calm and tame for once during the race here. But we know within the last 20 laps, things change. And people's aggression styles, driving styles, however the hell you see it, will come to full fruition here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Sean Williams was dual race winner #1. You can go check that out on the BootieScoot Racing channel after the conclusion of tonight's event, where all the live races and full races are posted too. You can go get that subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. The Poncho Rate Man McDowell from Greenville, South Carolina has kept the 47 machine pretty much damn near clean all night long. Not a scratch on that bad baby with 21 laps here remaining. Dallas Knox in the 14 Baja Blast Taco Bell machine. It's got a little bit of damage on the left front there, but doesn't look like it's going to be too significant here as we get ready to round out the BootieScoot 200's final 20 laps. Hopefully we can keep it green here. Ladies and gentlemen, 7 cautions tonight for, I believe, 24 laps for what we've got completed so far tonight. James Fountain, the chance here to win his way early the Daytona win in the BootieScoot 200 if he could pull it off here. But he's got 20 agonizing laps, 40 miles here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Let's see how things shake out. Green flag, green flag, green flag. To get to the back of the pack there. James Fountain a race for the race lead down the back straightaway. He'll be doing it over Jonathan Smith for the race lead. Here comes Sean Williams with a big push on the outside, and Jonathan Smith as they get ready to follow to make it through turns 3. Sean Williams will have the nose for Jonathan Smith out front, but James Fountain's going to fight back hard. He's got the Boogeyman all over the back bumper of him here. Fighting hard off turns 4. James Fountain, the race leader. Who's going to lead the lap? John Michael Bryant cranking it up another notch here. Your mom's favorite driver trying to score the victory. Go back-to-back at Daytona for the BootieScoot 200. He's already won one BootieScoot 200 in it underneath his belt. The 29-year-old ripping and raving here underneath the lights. The Gorilla Mine Energy Drink. Toyota Super Bad Fast here with 19 laps remaining. As they come flying through your living room down the back straightaway, James Fountain looks like he was able to hold on to the race lead majority of the back straightaway. Tony Cook in the 33 Home Run Cafe Chevy Camaro has been bad quiet all night long here tonight, chilling in the back of the pack, trying to stay out of trouble. It looks like that's what majority of these guys right here are doing in the back of the pack. They'll separate themselves from the front 9. Looks like that's going to be Nicholas Maynard, Klaus Braun, Tony Cook, Chase Johnson. Little gridlocked here at the lap car. But Klaus Braun will move up out of the way, though. But Bobby Reynolds in the number 45 with another lap car in front of Chase Johnson here, trying to work his way back to the front. So he can be the lucky dog here. Nicholas Maynard will keep his distance from the front pack here. Meanwhile, James Fountain, the race leader, off turn 2. John Michael Bryant attached to the back bumper. Jonathan Smith will come down the middle side of the racetrack to try to side draft off the number 23 Toyota Supra of John Michael Bryant. Looks like he'll be successful just a tad bit, though. The number 69 of James Fountain will chase it up the racetrack just a tad bit himself, though. That'll lose a little bit of momentum for Jonathan Smith, though. He'll get reattached with the number 43 of Sean Williams off turn 4. Here across the finish, they're streaming and ripping and raving. Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Hughes Jr. back here in the number 81 machine. Still out here on the racetrack trying to make something shake here. He's had an abysmal day here. He led some laps early here. He's got some points added to his total score. He knows he'll be going home with a decent points day to add some into the banking here. Terry Hughes Jr. currently registered some laps down. pissed off. We heard him underneath the commercial break, ripping and raving with his crew chief about how he was ready to beat and bang against John Michael Bryant for the way that he was treating him back there in the pack. But you see how he's treated the boogeyman, John Michael Bryant. He's pushed James Fountain completely clear of the race lead. If John Michael Bryant could ever get clear of the outside line, you best bet your bottom dollar the 23 machine of John Michael Bryant is going to jump up there to the top side. The boogeyman racked up his tally marker early in the dual race here, got a little aggressive, cost the big one. In dual race number 1, did give the number 13 of Jonathan Smith a chance to grab a gear. Here we are with 16 laps remaining at the Daytona International Raceway for the main event in the BootieScoot 200. Jonathan Smith sits on the outside. Jonathan Smith sits on the inside. John Michael Bryant sits on the inside. The two Johns have been going at it all night long. John Michael Bryant trying to push James Fountain clear of the race lead into turns 3 and 4. Can't do much but praise the number 47 of Poncho McDowell. Continues to have that DUI Motorsports 47 Chevy Camaro ripping and raving here in the high banks. John, looks like James Fountain still got the lap led that last time around. It's Jonathan Smith pulling up toward an orange circle. 15 laps remain here on the BootieScoot Racing Channel. We'll take one final fast and loud. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time, wrap up that like button, press that follow button. We're getting ready to find out who's going to be the second winner of the BootieScoot 200. Remain here on the BootieScoot 200. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been one hell of a night. We appreciate you guys sticking with us all night long here through both streams with both dual races into tonight's main event. 80 laps is what we were scheduled for. 68 of them complete here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Chase Johnson looking to work the back bumper of Terry Hughes Jr. He'll give him another shot there. Looks like James Fountain down the bottom side of the racetrack. Trouble with James Fountain. He'll jump out from like the third or fourth place spot there. James Fountain possibly out of gas, some handling conditions inside of that race car. Terrible news for the number 69 Red Bull machine. Meanwhile, the battle for the race lead is shaking itself up here. Jonathan Smith never won on the BootieScoot Racing channel, never won in the Madness Racing League, leads them in the turn 1 and 2. But guess what? Sean Williams picked up the dual race 2 number win tonight. East Windor stand up the number 43 High Rock Baca machine, charging back hard on the outside here. He has never won an official Madness Racing League race. Can he get it done here tonight on the BootieScoot Racing channel? Alfonso Claudio, the season 1 champion. He's found himself up here proving why he's the champion. up in the 4th place spot on the outside, trying to push hard here. Lap traffic approaching up ahead. Meanwhile, the Boogeyman loses a spot to Dallas Knox. Where did he come from? Dallas Knox from Farmington, Delaware. Brings that 14 Taco Bell machine, just like your stomach does, out of nowhere. It just hits you. As he comes to the back bumper of the number 13 of Jonathan Smith, trying to give him a shove through the corner. 10 laps remain here on the BootieScoot 200. Slap that like button, press that follow button for me. 10 laps to go here at the Daytona International Raceway. Jonathan Smith gets a brutal bump from Dallas Knox. Terry Hughes Jr. battling back hard, but he's a couple of laps down. Everett Larson in the lap traffic has worked their way up here with some of the race leaders trying to unlap themselves. Chase Johnson sees that as an opportunity for 2 free drafting partners. He'll fall in right behind the lap cars here. The number 99, Jerry Powers, the second here, continuing to charge in the field here. Jerry Powers, second on the lead lap here from Park Ridge, New Jersey, with a chance to win it with 9 laps remaining. He's just got to play his cards right here. Approaching the lap traffic on the BootieScoot Racing field. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not went and grabbed another cold Dr. Pepper or a cold ice cold beer or rolled another joint, you best do it now. Chris Knighty will move to the outside here. Looks like everybody's able to get through here. Nicholas Maynard, George Stetson, Wyckoff Jr., Tony Cook, and these guys still playing that let me stay back role, trying to stay out of trouble here. As you see the gap that they got from the race lead here as they come forward off of turns 3 and 4 here. Sean Williams in control of the race now. Sean Williams looking for a second trophy here in Daytona. Picked up the win in dual race number 2, presented by the Home Run Cafe, as he is currently leading them with 8 laps to go here. So let me get this straight. Sean Williams is the race leader at the current moment. Alfonso Claudio in second place right behind him. Everett Larson and Terry Hughes Jr. on the outside are lap cars. The nearest person is Chase Johnson. Chase Johnson currently gridlocked. He doesn't want any part of it. He's trying to make the move early now. Jerry Powers the second all over the back bumper. Can Jerry Powers get it underneath control? The closeout bats, number 99, baseball Chevy Camaro, working through turns 3 and 4 here, trying to make something shake here. You can only imagine things are going to heat up and start ripping. Neck and neck there, side by side for that 3rd, 4th place spot there between Showtime Chase Johnson and Jonathan Smith there. Meanwhile, Alfonso Claudio sitting right where he wants to be. Second on the bottom. Straight in control to be able to push the 43 High Rock Vodka machine of Sean Williams out front if he needs to. But the 2 guys on the outside, they mean absolutely nothing. So Alfonso is gridlocked currently at the moment. 2 lap traffic guys up here making it difficult for some of these guys. That's the number 01 of Everett Larson and Terry Hughes Jr. These guys said they have every chance and every right to race up here for the race lead, battling hard for their lap back. And that would be right underneath the racing Sam's turn, especially here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. You got to get them how they come. Meanwhile, Terry Hughes Jr. moved up out of the group here. That means Everett Larson will be the only other lap car person still in the group. Contact made back here big time. Terry Hughes Jr. involved. Big shots for some of these guys. Wow. Caution flag flies here with 6 laps remaining. We'll back that ass up here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. What a vicious shot there for the number 22 of Juan Cobbs Jr. Terry Hughes Jr. gets jacked up. We'll have to see exactly where this comes from. Paul Wolf was already on pit road. Mayhem strikes here at the Daytona International Raceway at the closing laps. We knew things were heating up here. Juan Cobbs Jr. was back here when all the stuff broke out. And then everybody else is involved. Tanko's Nicholas Maynard, Klaus Braum, the number 99 as well. Big shot here. So a lot of these guys. We'll take another look here. We'll get a better angle here. Kevin Tankos takes a brutal shot here. See if we can't ride on board with the number 4 Good Rinse machine from Hawthorne, New Jersey, and see what he's seeing out the front windshield of that thing as he had his brother Jacob Tankos up on the spotter stand. They approach the lap traffic here. They look at the lap traffic, just contact everywhere here. And they go around, multiple guys involved. Big shot here for Kevin Tankos. And he locks it down here. Guys still piling into him on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Trying to get it underneath control here. The big one strikes in the closing laps here, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Williams looks like he's going to be registered the race leader with Alfonso Claudio in the second place spot. Everett Larson a lap down here, racing with the race leaders. We're not going to say they had a majority, a part of it here, though, but guys were moving and grooving. And this contact prevails here. We'll see how things shake out here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. We're headed the overtime. Don't go nowhere.
Stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy ends break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just hold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody ends stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy ends break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you.
Bang, back here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, ladies and gentlemen. The time has come. This is the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series Season 2 kickoff race. The BootieScoot 200, the annual kickoff race at Daytona for the Madness Racing League. And we are heading to overtime. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? Go ahead and stand up, clap those feet, clap those hands, stomp those feet. Some of you were born that way. You might have feet on your hands. Who knows? We've got all the problems out in front of the booth here. We have that little kid causing problems all night, looking back here, trying to cuss us out, flicking us off to the drunk lady in front of us, trying to fight that other lady over there. The weight difference was crazy. You should have seen it. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys fill out the pace car here off of pit road. Tons of guys going to top off on fuel here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now tuning in, we appreciate it if you would slap that like button and press that follow button for us. Ladies and gentlemen, right after tonight's event, you can check out all the full races, including tonight's first two dual races presented by the Home Run Cafe right here on the YouTube platform at the BootieScoot Racing YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe, like, and put on the post notification. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll pay the bills one final time here as they get ready to work one lap to green this time around. The Xfinity Series is presented by the iRacing platform. The video game you're seeing right here, $10 a month to get you out there, right here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. If you want me to fumble your name, mess it up, go ahead and get a subscription today. The Xfinity Series presented by the Home Run Cafe. So was the races tonight here at Daytona, 810 North Main Street, Greer, South Carolina, owned by the driver, owner of the Home Run Cafe. Team Racing 33 machine here tonight, Tony Cook. Telling the Madness Racing League, get you hooked up. You ready to head the overtime here on the BootieScoot Racing channel? The Saturday night Xfinity Series is presented by Pop's Porch Bed Swings, custom made and handcrafted. 864-978-1913. Go check out the Pop's Porch Bed Swings on the Facebook page. Get at them. Make sure you get your bed porch swing today. Bang! Back here to the live broadcast for the BootieScoot 200. We've waited nearly a month for this moment. Get ready to crown us a winner for the BootieScoot 200 at the Daytona International Raceway. If you're just tuned in here, we are headed to overtime. Real simple rules, ladies and gentlemen. 2 attempts at the overtime. Green, white, checkered. 2-lap shootout. If they reach the white flag, the caution flags are off, and anything goes. The first person back to the checker flag wins tonight's event and will lock themselves into the Xfinity Series Season 2 playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, if they wreck before the conclusion of one lap to get the white flag, we will re-rack them one more time and send them on their way to conclude tonight's event. If you have come this far, please press that follow button. Please press that like button. And make sure you head over to the YouTube page to press the subscribe button. And here comes 0-2 Nicholas Manning to catch the tail end of the field here. It is going to be heat race winner number 1, Sean Williams, the race leader in the High Rock Vodka number 43 Chevy Camaro. On the outside of him, the season 1 defending champion of Alfonso Claudio, looking to pick up where he left off and score the victory here and pick up where he got his championship last year and locked himself in. Jonathan Smith has never won a Madness Racing League event race and never won on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Can he change it around right here? Chase Johnson looking to get multiple victories for him in the Madness Racing League, and the Boogeyman, your mom's favorite driver, we know is getting ready to make shit shake here. We'll call it off here one more time here. And never mind, they got guys running out of gas late here. They'll pull down on the pit road. Back green here on the BootieScoot Racing channel for overtime. Tons of guys run out of gas at the line. Sean Williams gets a great launch out here in overtime. Jonathan Smith will put it to the back bumper. Alfonso Claudio and Chase Johnson make the better decision to get down to the bottom line quickly. You never know what's going to happen. Here comes Tony Cook and Nicholas Manning on the top side. They'll get help from the lap car of Everett Larson. Everett Larson will jump back to the top side here. Nicholas Maynard, Everett Larson back down. Trying to help Tony Cook get to the front here. It's all men's glory here with 2 laps to go. Who's going to win the second annual BootieScoot 200? Sean Williams out front here. Jonathan Smith never won a race. Neither one of these guys on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Alfonso Claudio looking to defend his championship with the season opener win. White flag is in the air, presented by AFLGlobal.com. We will get a winner this time around, whether you like it or not. Press that like button. Press that follow button. Sean Williams, the race leader in the turns 1. Here comes Alfonso Claudio, the number 85, driving hard on the outside. He'll have Chase Johnson all over the back bumper. He'll get help from the number 69 of James Fountain. That's a teammate. Contact is made back here. Jonathan Smith goes around with James Fountain. We'll keep it green here. All things go. White flag is in the air. Can Sean Williams get to the back bumper? Alfonso Claudio in the race lead through turns 3 and 4. He'll miss his block. Sean Williams will get up to the top side. Tony Cook looking to make a run for the race lead. He's all over the back bumper. He'll have the move. He'll look to the top side. He'll look top. Look bottom. Tony Cook side by side with Sean Williams. It's a close one. Sean Williams, the race winner here in the BootieScoot Racing 200. Wow, we'll have to back that ass up here to see how close it really was at the line here. Tony Cook mere inches away from his first victory here, but the ticker has got it registered as Sean Williams here as they get ready to come across the line here. See if we can't pause it and get a great look at the line when we back it up just a little tad bit more here. An absolute crazy finish to tonight's event. Could you believe it? I believe you could not, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Sean Williams was just a nose out in front of Tony Cook with that angle right there. Ladies and gentlemen, see if we can't get a better look out the left front here. Yeah, the right front, but the left front would look way better here. We'll back it up one more time here, as it looks like Sean Williams has nearly defeated Tony Cook here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. This will be a great look if we can get it as well. Definitely Sean Williams, the race leader. Looks like it's going to be 300ths of a second. Sean Williams has just won his way into the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series playoffs with the win here in the BootieScoot 200, and has become the second ever annual BootieScoot 200 winner as the fireworks go off down the back straightaway here at Daytona. Everett Larson tries to turn around. Nicholas Maynard back there. Tempers are flaring here. But all glory to Sean Williams, the winner here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. So get the congratulatory bump here from Alfonso Claudio. Alfonso Claudio will step the feet here. He knows he has been defeated as he missed his block there. He was oh so close here. But Sean Williams wins his first ever Madness Racing League event on the BootieScoot Racing channel. and he'll be racing for the playoff spot here in a couple of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Williams wins tonight's BootieScoot 200. Let's see if we can't get a pit reporter down there on pit road to get a word with the top 3 finishers. And we'll be right back here in just a moment. Don't go nowhere.
Be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna 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 be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good.
Ladies and gentlemen, back here on the BootieScoot Racing channel, we are getting ready to get a driver introduction or interview here from a couple of the guys here that finished out on the front row. That's tonight's winner of the number 43 of Sean Williams. So get ready to kill the music here and go down here on the BootieScoot Racing channel and get a moment with one of our drivers here. See if I can't switch to a better picture for you guys here. See if I can't get it situated for you folks. Pit reporter, come in. Yes, he's ready to go down there with Sean Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, down on pit road in the victory lane circle with Sean Williams, the pit road reporter for the BootieScoot Racing channel.
We are down here on the pit road at the Daytona International Speedway at the conclusion of the BootieScoot 200. Sean Williams in the number 43 High Rock Vodka Chevy Camaro, brings home the victory. He'll be racing in the championship playoffs here in the Xfinity Series. Sean, how do you go ahead and walk us through that? Really mayhem and carnage was the words of the day, but you had to survive in overtime, and you get it done here at the Daytona International Speedway. Walk us through your day.
It was a good day. They brought us a good piece, and happy to get the victory here. First race of the season.
Some great pushes from everybody around you. It was real tight at the line. Did you have any second guesses that you may or may not have it would have run from Tony Cook, but the 43 machine looked like it had enough to get it in here tonight, and congratulations on the win.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
We'll slide down here to the second place contender of number 33, Home Run Cafe Chevy Camaro of Tony Cook. You bring it home in the second place spot, inches away from your first victory here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. Just kind of walk us through your day. You sit back in the back of the pack all night, and it works out for you. You get a top 5 and get the P2, almost a victory.
Yeah, we just wanted to keep the Home Run Cafe Chevrolet Camaro clean today, Nick. It paid off at the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Cook brings it home in the second place spot. Kind of talk us through your way there. You get an excellent run from about the 8th place spot all the way up here to almost win it. Kind of talk us what you were seeing through your way through traffic there.
Yeah, I was hoping Sean would go to the outside so I could push him by, so it worked out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the number 33 Home Run Cafe Chevy Camaro runner-up of Tony Cook. Oh, so close here at the Daytona International Speedway. We'll walk down here to the 3rd place runner-up of Alfonso Claudio, the Season 1 champion. Alfonso, kind of walk us through your day here. You almost pick up where you left off at the Michigan International Raceway about a month ago here at the Daytona International Raceway. Walk us through your day here and how the 85 was able to manage its way through the field.
No, I'm very happy with the top 3 result over here. It was a pretty chaotic race, but I'm glad we were managed through all the chaos and everything. Yeah, it was a good race overall, I guess. Top 3, so nothing to complain. Glad to be back.
Glad to be back indeed here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. That's the 3rd place finisher of Alfonso Claudio. And we'll pull over here to the special guest, the number 99 machine of Gerald Powers, making his debut here in the Madness Racing League. He didn't compete with us last year, but he's here this tonight, and he is finishing out the 5th place here, so he'll get a top 5 to start his Madness Racing League career. Kind of walk us through your day, Gerald.
Yeah, survival's the name of the game here. A little chaotic, more than I would have liked. I hung on the back. Started charging with like 13, 14 to go. Felt like I had a good piece. Got my way up there, and I'll take the finish. Not sure if I ran out of talent there, so sorry to James, but happy for the finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of hurt feelings, hurt race cars here at the Daytona International Raceway. That'll do it for the driver's introduction down here on pit road. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Back up to the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's here on the BootieScoot Racing channel. That'll do it for the driver introductions part of tonight's event here. See if we can't get a little bit of music cranked back up here, and we'll pull up the results for tonight's event here. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys joining in. It has been one hell of a stream here. Here's the results from heat race number 1. Showtime Chase Johnson gets an excellent push from his Chase Johnson Racing teammate of Corey Tesner, and he picked up the win. In the door race number 1, John Michael Bryant, the Boogeyman, and the J Money Motorsports 23 machine will get the 2nd place spot. Poncho McDowell got the 3rd place spot in his heat race, and Alfonso Claudio shook out the 4th place spot. Juan Quaz Jr. brought home the 5th place spot in the heat race, and Klaus Braun was able to score the 6th place spot in the heat race. George Stetson in door race number 1 was able to score the 7th place spot, with James Fountain, the number 69 machine, getting the 8th place spot. Stanley Turner Jr. in the number 5 machine will get the 9th place spot, with Chris Smitey, the Maverick, and the Triple Deuce Green Machine Racing getting the 10th place spot. Kevin Tankos in the number 4 Rush Motorsports machine will get the 11th place spot, and he'll have Corey Tesner in the number 8 Monster Energy Chase Johnson Racing machine rounding out the 12th place spot. Jonathan Smith in the Nap Daddy Racing number 13 machine was bad fast, had a chance to win it here at the end, but in his dual race he got wrecked out early. He'll go out lap number a couple laps down. He'll go lap down after the front bumper of John Michael Bryant. It looks like Thomas McLaughlin in the number 13 machine as well was able to bring home the 14th place spot in the heat race, and Paul Wolf was able to get the 15th place spot here. Wish we would have had 16 guys in the field here. We'll pull up the 2nd place, well, the 2nd heat race results, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say Sean Williams put on an absolute clinic here tonight on the BootieScoot Racing channel. He'll win his heat race in the ENS 43 High Rock Vodka machine, and Terry Hughes Jr. will bring home the 2nd place spot. Blake Hochschild got the 3rd place spot in heat race number 2, and Nick Crawford charged his way hard in the Maynard Motors Rock and Roll Racing 48 machine to the 4th place spot. Carter Jackson in the Rising Sun number 5 machine, 15, in that Auto Parts Ford Mustang rode his way in the top 5 in the heat race number 2. Bobby Reynolds in the number 45 Oreo machine caught in a wreck early, was able to get back out there. He got the 6th place spot in heat race number 2. Everett Larson got the 7th place spot in the heat race, and Tony Cook got the 8th place spot in the heat race. The Green Machine Racing 14 of Dallas Knox will get the 9th place racing spot here, and Jerry Powers will bring home the number, I believe he drove the number 8 machine. No, he drove the number 99 machine tonight. He'll bring home the 10th place spot in the dual race number 2. The kid in the rock and roll racing machine was turned around at the end. He'll finish a second off base, trying to limp it around. He'll get the 11th place spot. Travel Wall in the 7 rock and roll racing will get the 12th place spot, and Holden Wheeler in the number 79 will get the 13th place spot, with Trent Hughes rounding out the 14th place spot for heat race number 2. We go to the night's feature races, what you just seen, the BootieScoot 200. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the top page here. Don't want to miss out. Sean Williams brought home the gold here, nearly edging out by 300ths of a second Tony Cook here at the Daytona International Raceway. Alfonso Claudio shook out the 3rd place spot, with Chase Johnson getting the 4th place spot. Jerry Powers got the 5th place spot, with Nicholas Maynard rounding out the 6th place spot. George Stetson got the 7th place spot, with John Michael Bryant, the Boogeyman, getting the 8th place spot. Poncho McDowell gets the 9th place spot tonight, with Jonathan Smith rounding out the top 10. Juan Cobbs Jr. gets the 11th place spot, with James Fountain getting the 12th place spot. Everett Larson, the number 01 Food City Ford Mustang, will get the 13th place spot tonight, and the Oreo number 45 of Bobby Reynolds will shake out the 14th place spot. Stanley Turner Jr. will get the 15th place spot here tonight, with Thomas McLaughlin in the number 16th place spot finishing out tonight's event. The BootieScoot 200 was it Con, the Dallas Knox, his number 14 will get the 17th place ending spot there, and Klaus Braun brings it home in the 18th place spot. Kevin Tankos brings it home in the 19th place spot, with Nick Crawford bringing it home in the 20th place spot. Chris Knighty will get the 21st place spot here, and Terry Hughes Jr. and Blake Hochschild will round out the 22nd and 23rd place spots here. Looks like Corey Tesner is going to round out the 24th place spot, with Paul Wolf getting the 25th place spot. Holden Wheeler will get the 26th place spot, with Trevor Wall in the 27th place spot. Trent Hughes will get the 28th place spot, and it looks like Carter Jackson it will round out the end of tonight's field. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the BootieScoot Racing Channel, and this has been the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series Season 2 kickoff race for the BootieScoot 200. Sean Williams brings it to Daytona and absolutely cooks it. He'll win his dual race, and he'll win the BootieScoot 200. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for us here on the TikTok platform. Go check out the YouTube page for all the full races. We appreciate you guys for watching. Tune in next week. The All Out Dirt Tour takes on their playoff race. I believe it's going to be at the Knoxville Speedway. You don't want to miss a thing, ladies and gentlemen. That has been our time here on the BootieScoot Racing Channel. That has been our time here at the Daytona International Raceway, and we appreciate everybody tuning in.
I feel like a generation has given up on love. Like, do you think people actually ever fall in love anymore? Or is that just for movies?
I flip her over, hit it from the back, cause she likes that. I'm writing lyrics like her poetry, she writes back. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that. She always a day one, she got the tats done. We gon' build this all together till the world's gone. Bank account overdrawn, not a gold digger, nah. She here for all my flaws, we gon' make it to the top. She live in my section, I show she's reppin'. One look at her and you know I ain't second guessing. Never got me stressing, yeah she's a blessing. Look her body up and down, got me obsessing. I took her in some pieces, we picked them up on the weekend. Tequila, we keep on drinking till our bodies do the thinking. The mattress is always sinking, the headboard is always squeaking. She gives me all of the feelings, I think I began